Welcome everyone. It is Wednesday, November 9th. I think it is Wednesday, right? Yeah, Wednesday, November 9th. We are actually on the 9th day, so it's pretty much synced in that regard. We're in the 9th day of drawing Kaeya, and yesterday I left the sword business for today. So I think we're going to start with that. Hopefully we can finish the sword, finish the vision and the eyes. Uh, I don't have a lot of plans for the background, I'm being completely honest here. Um, so yeah. It's gonna be like a more painterly style and just so we're gonna start with that. Oh, I opened YouTube Shorts. No. Okay. Saved. I usually keep a tab open for like in the moment, for references that I need to get in the moment, right? So cloak, it's actually not bad. So this is the cloak, this is the new one that I just created. All right. So alright, I could do something like this. I think I'm gonna select everything. It's easier if I remove afterwards. So select the silhouette of the shape that I want to work. Yeah. So the computer yesterday crashed again, but only once, which was good. I mean, I prefer for it to not crash ever, but you're still warned if the stream for whatever reason ends abruptly, it's because the computer crashed. Because I don't know what's causing it. I don't know if it can happen during the stream or not. And it's not like it's doing it in times of heavy usage. When I was playing a little bit of Genshin yesterday, at least the fans were kicking in and it didn't crash or anything. But when I work, you know, that's when it gets bothered. Like the computer wants to work even less than I do. Oh. Right. What I'm doing right now might seem a little bit confusing, but I assure you I have a plan. We're gonna need to correct a few things. Oh, what happened? Let me see. There's that, right? So right now we are pretty much fixing the sword. Yeah. Right. There's all of that. So the sword is fully selected. Yeah. Now is where the sketch is really handy for this type of stuff. It's not as yellow as I thought it was. Okay, we're going to keep it like that. So occlusion comes after, so we're just going to have I think doing it piece by piece is preferable. It will take a while, but that's okay. We'll talk about... Sorry, there was a little bug here. Yesterday, I played some more Genshin. It's like I explore more than actually do like story quests or anything like that. I don't even know if I did anything story related yesterday. I might have done the temple where I get Lisa, I guess. It's like in the very beginning of the game. I like to explore that world a lot, but it's like a lot of stuff they force you to do this story, you know. But it was funny because there were some interactions that weren't completely blocked, so I got like adventurer rank rewards before finishing the temples. But they were actually introducing me to the adventure rewards after I finished the temples, and I was like, yeah, I already claimed most of them. Also, because I am very restless, I almost fucked up the cooking quest. Because there were some ingredients in a barrel. Hello gamer. Was talking about how over exploring almost fucked up my progression in Genshin, and I barely finished the prologue mission, like the prologue 1 mission, and I almost fucked it up. Because there's a mission where you can cook, and the NPC has some ingredients. Let me just lower the volume a little bit on YouTube. Yeah, there we go. There's some ingredients in a barrel right next to the NPC, but before I triggered the quest, I already had collected the ingredients. And so the NPC was like, oh yeah, you can do the recipe with the things that I have over there. I had already took them, and it was just by sheer luck that when I triggered the quest, I still had enough ingredients to do it. So yeah, over exploring almost fucked up that whole quest. That was fun. Yeah, for now, working on the sword. It's gonna take a while, and honestly, I'm just bullshitting the shading of the sword. It's not that they are loot. It's like they shouldn't be available to grab. Because the NPC is next to a barrel, right? You shouldn't be able to grab the items essential to the quest before triggering the quest, because you might run out of said items. Because, like, I'm exploring every nook and cranny of the world, right? So I'm collecting everything. I'm reading everything, you know. It's taking a shit ton of time. Like, I started playing Genshin like 5 days ago. Only now did I finish the first mission of the game. When you can, like, do that in half an hour to an hour tops. I'm doing it by choice. Or you want to accept the quest, the items respawn. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't. So I kind of panicked for a while. Because, like, it's very common items, but I don't know yet where they respawn. Right, so that I can get more. So I almost got punished for exploring. Pretty much. It's not looking bad. Did you see the prompt that I posted yesterday? It was better than the Graves one for sure. Jesus, the Graves one. I'm so disappointed. But the computer was not cooperating with me 2 days ago. Fortunately. Nice. I've been noticing that people respond really well to the Diana and Leona prompts, which is good because they're my favorite. Biased. Oh, right, because I painted the other color on top. That's true. Shit. It doesn't feel like the same color though, does it? It also helps that a friend of mine that has quite a large following has been retweeting my stuff. Whenever something goes over 10 likes, I'm just go, damn, this thing doing numbers. Double digits, incredible. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Okay. I don't know if I like this. Something like this. Just to have bigger shapes. Too many details can be distracting. Okay, we can see the shape more or less when I remove the line art. That's the whole point of this, is like to be able to do it without line art. It's just that because I'm not used to it, you know, I use line art a lot as a crutch to isolate the shapes and make the image more readable. And that's not good. A lot of artists use line art, which is completely fine, but that's not what I'm going for, I think. Yeah, because in the rest of the piece, line art does nothing. Yeah. You can barely tell. You have to look in very specific places. Just do like this. Yeah. Now, the hard part. Correct the selection, because the magic wand is not very precise. See, there's a small tonal variation here, and the pen immediately goes, oh, that's a different color, that's a different thing in the piece. I'm not supposed to select that. But of course, we know that it was supposed to select that. But machines are not as intelligent as we are. We're missing this. Good. I'll do like that. I think that's good. Maybe something like this. By the way, I didn't ask, but have you watched the latest Spy Family episode? What do you think? There was one very specific scene where I just cracked. I thought that was so funny. It was that part where Yuri is teaching grammar. It's like, have you got this grammar thing yet? And Anya goes, what's grammar? Bruh. Dude. And the way they set up the moments, it's like I was expecting Anya to actually have like a very high grade by answering everything in English. Nah, dude, she barely passes. Like, typical Anya. But I do have to give her a discount because she is 1 year younger after all. But I genuinely cracked at that. What's grammar? Oh. Truly one of the anime protagonists ever. I don't like that. There. I think I'm gonna like eyeball this one. It's really cool. Also, Daybreak. That character was annoying me so much. I just wanted to punch him in the face. Ah. Jesus. Yeah, Chainsaw Man I saw yesterday. They really went balls to the walls with the animation. They didn't have to, but they did it for us. Uh, must. I fucking can't. Yeah, man, his legend is just starting. And the way he hid in the lamppost, I can't, dude. People are blind. But right now, it's like there's a whole plot about Spy Family, but the part that I'm more interested in is understanding Handler's backstory. Because she said she had a child before. So it's obviously part of her motivation for the missions, right? And I think that can be like really interesting. Also, the dog eating yours food and almost dying. That was fun. I was like, holy shit, he's eating the food. Damn. You know, I thought it was gonna be one of those things, you know, match made in heaven. He's the only one that can actually eat yours cooking. Not even the dog. The dog who suffered military experiments can't eat yours cooking. Amazing. Highlights, I think I can make it better over there. Mm, I'm gonna make something like that. Okay. Just leave it like that. Mm. I need to constantly zoom in and out to make sure that it looks good. So I apologize if it's too jarring. Yeah, something like this. Now it's down and left. Okay, this part is easier. Gosh. Oh my god, my back! Ugh. Damn. Getting old. Just remembered. Have you watched the latest game theory about FNAF? I don't even know if you still watch that. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it is something. Ugh. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think there would be easier ways to like expand that universe, right? Instead of making it so complicated. Because there's another problem, right? I think they're trying to make two separate things, not separate, two opposite things work, which is like trying to cater the game towards children, but at the same time trying to make a horror game. It's like one of them will have to give in. Because. In Security Breach, I don't think there was a lot of scary parts. To me, the scariest part was probably like the endos that moved when you weren't looking. To me, that was the scariest. Like one that I really didn't. That was the only scary part. Yeah, yeah. That was the only part that I was like genuinely scared in Security Breach. Other than that, it just felt like a generic game without jump scares. Exactly, right? We already talked about this. Like, the jump scares feel cheap and they wear out really quickly. But that part was like, bro, the thing that scares you is only moving when you're not looking. So it's the exact opposite of a jump scare. It's so good. But I think it's kind of being overused nowadays because the Resident Evil DLC came out, and they also have a section with the Weeping Angels. The game is more annoying than scary to me. That is also true. Like it came out with a lot of bugs, and it was very confusing. I don't know why. Like they have the game developers in general. They have this tendency of making huge games that have very little to do. Like the Pizzaplex felt really big and at the same time really empty, you know? Like you could literally go for a stroll in there and there was a lot of good stuff in the game. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. I mean, they even postponed the game and everything. I I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot. It was definitely an ambitious project, but it's like, man, It's a bit shitty. I think I'm gonna take care of this part later. I'm gonna take that as well. Because there was a lot of potential for that game. And the worst part is the first exposure that I had to the game was through Markiplier's playthrough. And I was incredibly underwhelmed because in his playthrough he glitched the glitch trap ending, or not the glitch trap, the burn trap, right? He glitched the burn trap ending and he even skipped the whole tentacle thing. So for a while I was just, what is the tentacle thing, you know? The sword. I'm gonna make adjustment layers to this. But I need to test things first. Low dodge, whether it... Whew! Alright. Slow down, mate. Jesus. Remember how you can't save after 6 a.m. I remember that was something before, yeah. I think they changed it, but it was a pretty shitty mechanic. And heart light. He did a 3-hour stream to try and finish the game. I bet he wasn't able to do it, right? And in the end, he lost hours of progress to a bug. Oh my lord. Dude, I would lose my shit if that happened. Jesus. Yeah, in the end, it's all about understanding the scope of the project and having an appropriate sized team to do it. Because I still think like the artists and programmers that worked on it are very talented. There's a lot of interesting things that were added into the game. It's just that, you know, people pay for that game, so it needs to be finished, which is a concept that is getting more and more ignored these days. Is the game needs to be finished, needs to be as polished as it can be, you know? There can be one or another bug. That thing happens all the time, but it needs to be playable and enjoyable, you know? That was the moment I lost any interest in the game. Yeah, yeah. But you bet your sweet ass that I'm gonna be waiting for the DLC when it comes out. I don't have a problem. You do. Fuck's sake, they're just stringing us along for the story, and I'm just like, whatever conclusion they decide to pull out of their ass, it's not going to be a good conclusion, even if they plan a conclusion, because at this point I just think it's going to fizzle out into irrelevancy and yeah. I don't know if it's worth be adding these details. Nobody will be able to see them. Nah, whatever. Just keep making games and books. Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. Hard mix. What does it do? Ooh. Yo, let's go. Hard mix exclusion. Yeah, that's different. Darker color. Just adding a little bit of color to the sword. Especially in the shadows, to make a more interesting transition. I think even the original sword is kind of shitty. I do what I want. Just add a little bit of color to it, you know? It's already so cold, like the sword at least can be a little bit warm. Why is his sword so complicated? Actually, this is a 5-star sword, so like, you know, it needs to be appealing. This is not his sword specifically, I think. It does have the... I think this is a Favonius crest, isn't it? Or something related to that. But it's a 5-star sword. It's not associated with any specific champion. Champion? What? The character? Sorry. League. But it's not associated with any character in general, I think. He's still from the dead guy. Oh my god. Was that the bite of 87? Oh dude. I've been rewatching Markiplier's old NAF videos, and it's like he's so over the top. To a certain extent, like, he's an actor, pretty much. Like, I don't doubt that he had a genuine interest for the game, but he had to, like, make it more interesting than it actually was. Kind of struggling with this. I want that part to glow, but I also want, like... Okay, this isn't bad. Yeah, it's gonna, like, burst everything, but... Oh, shit. I'll be able to add to that later. But that looks good. Okay, I'm gonna use this for the visions as well. So. And it's like, if you think the source design is complicated, it's like, I even simplified it a little bit. There's no like little blue thing here. There are blue things here that I didn't draw. It's just ridiculous. Absolutely insane. We do a little bit of tomfoolery. I'm not even going to correct that because it's like, it's so small. Not worth it. Yeah. Also, it's ridiculous when you watch Markiplier's old videos. Like, so many times he throws things in the air about what the possible story could be, that I'm thinking that as Scott was writing the story, he was taking a lot of suggestions with Mark's theories. Like, it has to, right? Because it's so coincidental. Right. So that part is done, pretty much. Saving. Okay. Actually. Okay, most of it is already selected, but we're probably gonna have to fix the selection a little bit. Alright. Oh. Just have to adjust a little bit. I don't know why sometimes the mouse, or the pen in this case, offsets by a little bit. It is really weird. Fixing selection here. Yeah. It's like there's so much potential in security breach to like make it really good. Like right out the bat, if it didn't have so many glitches and if it was smaller, I think it would have worked out really well. It was too ambitious of a project, in my opinion at least. Flow dodge. So start with a layer of flow. Then we start building that glow up. The sword is a little bit different, but honestly I don't care. Creative liberty here. I'm not even gonna like paint the cryo symbol there. Not worth it. I'm not gonna do the entire reference on the ice. Fuck that. Okay, so let's fix this first. If I remove the line art from the sword, not much changes. We can definitely read the sword well, so that's a job well done. So right now there's no need for line art anywhere. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna have to paint this start. Yeah. And now, good. Like this, right? A bit desaturated. Can saturate the blue again. Yeah. Now. Is it? Whatever. This, we're gonna add a new layer. We're gonna go into, I don't know if it's glow touch. I don't know if it's glow touch, but whatever. We'll do it anyway. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now let's see, in terms of differences, there's like more variation to it. There's a few stray things there. So just gonna increase the hardness. But I think I'm gonna put this below that. Wait. Oh, I see why. Yeah. Okay, we do something like that. We need like more variation into it, so it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. Hmm. I don't know what I'm doing, but it looks cool. Life of an artist, right there. Okay. Right. Oh, there's a part that I haven't. It's the gloves. Yeah, I was thinking about something that I hadn't done before. It was the gloves. Okay. Just to make it easier for me to select. Okay, the selection is pretty much spot on. Just a few minor corrections. Okay. Here. Be careful of those parts right there. Okay. In these gloves, everything is pretty much okay. I'm actually kind of panicking, so I'm just gonna save manually. Just in case. Okay. So now we render this. It needs to be like pretty much the darkest it can be. It's like it's a bit too soft. Here's like this. Much like that. And then we blur it. It's a very soft type of tissue. Alright then. Right. Sometimes my brain gets confused, and to reduce opacity, I reduce the size of the brush. It does nothing. There's still like things that I need to fix, but for now it's good. I think crystal's pretty nice. Oh, I only realized what you meant by he stole it from the dead guy. This dead guy. No, I don't think so. I think he killed him with the sword, not stole it. Oh, marble snap. Ah, yes. Classic 5-edge strategies. The classic. Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna work on the background. Let's go. Holy shit. There's so much stuff. Hopefully I can put like everything inside a folder. Right? Right. Ah, it feels so nice to have this. John Cena. I have a card that doubles its power when played, so I played another guy with an ongoing effect that doubles on. Yeah, that's how you play it. In a location that doubles ongoing effect. Yes, that's how you play. That's how you fucking play. We're going to use a fancy brush. Your ink. Let's go. Just yeah, I would like for some tonal variation to it. Yeah. That's why I would like to use this as reference. Maybe like this. No, purple. I think purple is good. It just needs to be a bit more purple. So my 5 power card got to 80 power. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. That's how we do it. That's how we do it. Chunky opacity. think I'm gonna kind of YOLO this. Yeah. Do whatever I want. Lady power. What a meme. But you know, that's how I do my strategy, man. This texture is good. This pen is a bit weird. Not dust. What about oil? No. I also don't like it. It's part of like the process. We're constantly searching for interesting textures and things like that. Because it looks really cool. Ooh, I could meme it up and use like tree textures. Oh, Lord. Alright, great. The other day, I saw a guy on Twitch that was using a brush that was Pepe the Frog. That was fantastic. And everyone was like, oh my god, I want that brush. Ugh. Let's see, blur. Actually, what I'm gonna do is duplicate the layer. Now I'm gonna blur it. Yeah. Because now the top layer is blurred. Nice. Alright, above this we're gonna add actually to look at that background. So good. Now I don't think I can apply the blur to a folder, right? No, I cannot. But if I put everything together, I don't think it'll stay the same. It's a bit different, but it's acceptable, I guess. Just caution blur a little bit. I'll do like multiply layer after. Saving. Hey yo people, how's it going? Yes, it is definitely getting there. Like the fact that I touched the background definitely helped. Um, Now I'm just trying to mess a bit with the foreground to see how I can make it more interesting, I guess. Just testing different textures, you know? So this should be selected as well. Shit. Gosh, I could really... So... Yeah. I think there's no blur brush, right? Is this it? This is blur, but I don't think I can... No, it needs to be on a layer, right? A visible layer. So if I do like this, it doesn't work. Yeah. The texture is good on the mountains, but the brightness might be drawing too much attention. Maybe. I'll keep an eye on that when I start like adjusting values. Yeah, because like the main idea is to keep attention on the top side so that you don't see immediately the bottom side, you know, because it's kind of like the personality of Kaeya is that he gets shit done, but he doesn't look at the ways he does it, which is problematic. Also, I cannot forget shadows, please, for the love of everything that's sacred. I forgot that on Lucian Senna's prompt, and I'm so sad. I actually forgot about that. It was sponge that I was using, maybe. I like the style of the last one. The one where they're both in bed. A lot of people say they like that. That's damn. It's like when I don't try to render things, it comes out like that, you know. People don't usually like too many gradients on them. I guess. Yeah. I mean, it's like slowly changing though. Is it this? That is slowly changing because, for instance, anime like Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, Demon Slayer, they're kind of like easing in to the more composited works, right? With more gradients and less of a harsh cell shading. Just gonna, you know, recognize that the sword exists. I'm not gonna be paying too much attention. It's gonna be like, I'm gonna be to the bare minimum on this figure. Whatever. I like this brush. Holy shit, it does so much work. Oh wait, no, I don't need select. It's in the background, right? Yeah. See? This just shows like how not used to this I am. Okay. Let's not exaggerate too much. Happy little trees. It's kind of what I want. I don't want to like render this too much, but I want people to look at like this edge and see that there's something. I looked up Chainsaw Man screenshots and saw flat values. Okay. Maybe I'm referring to the opening, but I could have swore that in the anime there's like more gradient. Maybe it depends on the episode direction. Yeah, maybe it depends on the episode direction. Like for instance, this image, right? You might not notice, but it's like the bottom of the shirt is definitely darker than the top, right? And there's also a variation in hue, like a slight variation from the top to the bottom as well. Right? That's kind of what I'm talking about. Like you can see it here, it's not flat, right? And I think it's more desaturated here, like much saturated on the bottom. But it's not rendered. I guess, like what I'm trying to say is like the compositing itself is using gradients, but it's not like super licked. It still has like flat zones of light and flat zones of shadow. It's just that inside of those zones there's a bit of variation to it. But yeah, it gives it a different look from the traditional anime where it's like really flat. Not gonna even worry about this one. Just doesn't feel right. Any colors that are more inconspicuous. Also, when you have the gradients in the background environment, the flatter values and edges on the characters will become the focus. Yeah, yeah. It's almost like you chew up the information from the background. It's easier to read, so you spend more time on the character. It's actually kind of funny. When I was working in a supermarket, I learned a lot about design. Much, like how to trick people's eyes into looking into products they otherwise wouldn't consider. Like, for instance, there are certain parts of the hallways. Uh, at least here, that's a practice. I don't know in other countries. It's like the top shelf has repeated products, but only one piece of each product because you're not supposed to grab from the top shelf because it's too far away. So what they do is to not, in order to not waste that space, they leave an extra product on top so that the shelf below that one also has the same product in the exact same place, and you can read the hallway faster, right? So it does a lot of things at the same time. It makes the hallway faster to read, and it also makes it look like it has more things than it actually has. And I was surprised. I was very surprised by that. Because I already knew that supermarkets are a place that is incredibly manipulative, right? And we don't even notice. Right? When you do your job right, uh, people won't be sure if you've done anything at all. That's a quote from Futurama, but I agree a lot with that one. It is insane, actually insane. For instance, products with a closer expiration date um, get brought to the front to make sure that the store doesn't have wasted product, you know. But in terms of visual design, that was one of the things that I learned. That was really interesting, you know. It's like psychological tricks that they use against us. Really, really interesting. Really smart. I don't want it to be so intense. Just a tad bit. How intense is this? Sure, I can go as dark as this, I guess. There's a whole other bunch of stuff as well. For instance, they take into consideration the average height of the consumer. And so the best products for the store to sell are pretty much displayed at the average height. And for instance, there's a concept, I don't know the exact name of the concept, but there's a concept that's like kid bucks, where they know that children will influence parents a lot of times to buy things that are not necessary. So there are some products that are placed on the bottom shelves for kids to influence more in buying. There's, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Like I was disgusted and impressed at the same time with the tactics that they were using. Cause it's something. Risk the darker color here. Even if I just do like this to mask it a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty much the same color here. So. And this is like useless work because I'm gonna blur most of this anyway. So. But I don't want so much contrast. Yeah. Completely different. Where's the sponge? Sponge. Yeah, I'm not gonna work too much more on this. Like, nearly done. I don't know. Wait. Oh, it's sponge 2. Alright. Completely useless. But yeah. It shouldn't take too long. This might be a small stream again. But, yeah. Kaeya was definitely like a character that took way too much time. A big slab of clay. Yeah, like I'm not gonna do anything about it, you know? It is a point of interest, but it's nowhere near the focal point, and I'm very not apologetic about it. Because like this has details, right? And you have this. We merge those two. Right? So these two are merged. Yes. Let's go. We're actually gonna duplicate. Let's see what I can do with this. I know. I know, relax. Relax. Oh shit. God damn. Good night, people. It's great having you here today. Yeah. I was gonna make a joke about how in Australia you stay upside down. But that's too Eurocentric. To you, we're all upside down. Right? For Australian people, Europe and the States and most of Asia is upside down, so it is what it is. But yeah, go catch some Z's. I will add the glow. Thank you for reminding me. Also, I need to erase this part. What? There we go. Okay, so add a bit of external glow to it. Kind of hard when I'm using the eraser. Yes, that's that's it. Let's go. Yes, that's the glow I'm looking for. What the fuck? Alright. Yes. Yes. That's the glow right there. This is the part where I wanted to fix the glow a little bit, right? Because obviously the sword is going to shine a lot more like that. So there. Yeah. Not there. Yeah, and a multiply to fix some darker areas that I think should be darker. Just to give more contrast. It's not like these things fix everything, but giving it more contrast, I think it's good. Oh, I didn't actually shade that. Ah, it doesn't matter. Just slightly darker. Oh yeah, like a lot more contrast. That is good stuff. Right. I'm not even like do something here. It's a bit of a weird decision because I think it was like 4 to 5, and now it's a bit different. Proportion that is a bit different. We might also need to like adjust the curves a little bit. On the mountains, what can I do? Convert, layer settings, layer mask, new correction layer, level correction. Oops. No. RGB. Maybe I guess slider. And so how can I correct this? New correction layer, brightness, contrast, hue, saturation, luminosity. That might be it. Hmm. I don't know. I really need to study like backgrounds and stuff like that, but I think I'm done with this piece. Tired. 2 hours. I don't know. I no longer want to work on this. Fuck. Yeah, line art does nothing. Sorry. Ugh. Yeah, I think that's it. Good stuff. Alright, 2 hour stream. Kinda short one, but a good one nonetheless with the end. The next one will be Barbara, which is also another character that a lot of people hate because apparently she sings in a very specific action that we do a lot of times, and that gets annoying really fast. So obviously I'm probably gonna try and draw her singing. So there's that. But yeah, I have no further reason to continue streaming today, so reminder, Friday there won't be a stream. I think people doesn't know this yet. I hope he shows up tomorrow so I can tell him. There is no stream on Friday, but there will be a stream tomorrow, Thursday, where we start Barbara. So 5th character, which is exciting. Let's hope that we keep most of the things that we learned on this piece for the next one and see where we go next. It was a tremendous jump in quality, but also a big jump in work duration. So, but yeah, that's about it from me. I want to thank everyone that watched me live and anyone that might be watching me on the VODs, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.